guys, Eric Kyle here, publisher of Great Lakes Scuttlebutt Magazine, and I am so excited to be at the Chicago Boat Show right here in McCormick Place, downtown Chicago, for Strictly Sail and the Chicago Power Show, and I'm loving life. This is by far one of my most favorite shows throughout the course of the whole year. And while I'm here, I'm kind of wandering around. I'm looking for some new and exciting information to report on, and I ran across our friends over at Jeanneau America. I'm here with Nick Harvey. Nick, how are you, brother?
Good to see you, Rick.
It's always good to see you. We've done this a couple of times.
We have.
And I love it. And I'm here with Eric with Larson's. Eric, how are you?
Great, thank you very much.
Good, good, good. It's a pleasure to meet you, my man. We are sitting on, Nick, probably one of the most beautiful sailboats I have ever seen. And you call this the 51 yacht?
Yeah, it's a Jeanneau Yacht 51, so it's
Yacht
part
51.
of our yacht series that starts at 51 feet and goes all the way to 64 feet.
Wow.
But yeah, she's very nicely appointed inside.
This is such a beautiful boat. Now, how much of a call on the Great Lakes do you see for a boat this size? Maybe, Eric, you can help me with this since you sell the boats here in the Great Lakes area. Are you seeing a lot of people that are looking for yachts this size?
Yeah, the market is definitely in an upswing. We're seeing more and more people calling us in, and they want to trade their old boat in. They're looking for something big, and they're looking for something with all the amenities of the new boats. They're looking for a good warranty. They're looking for good design, good aesthetics, and invariably they're going to come calling at our door.
Yeah, and Nick, you guys have a whole variety of different boat sizes as well with the Jeanneau lineup. Talk to us a little bit about what sizes you have and why the quality has always been there on the Jeanneau line. What do you guys do that's extra special?
Well, I think experience is the word that comes to mind first. We celebrated for an entire year last year, our 60th anniversary, and we did a whole literally a year-long celebration, which was, a celebration of the brand of Henry Jeanneau, who founded Jeanneau in 1957. And so we've just refined the art of boat building for 60 years. And so what we bring to the market now is, boats that are very, very well built from a structural standpoint, all the way to the ergonomics inside the boat. We also, because of the size of our group and of our company, we have access to the latest technology and the best partners in the business. So when we think about, electronics or electrical equipment or, engines and et cetera, because of the size of our company and of our group, we have access. Always, we are the first to have access to new technology, and we pass that right down to our owners.
Well, I got to imagine, Eric, that being a sailboat sale guy here in the Great Lakes, the Jeanneau brand is not really a hard brand to sell.
No, I'm very fortunate to have started with Larson Marine, and it just so happened that they have the best brand in the business. I personally grew up in France, so I learned to sail on Jeanneaus. So I have a lot of experience with the boats for the past 20 to 25 years. So it was a double pleasure to be able to not only sell something that I was familiar with, but also to be able to bring to the market this kind of quality, these kinds of ergonomics, and this kind of pride.
Yeah. Well, it's surprising to me on the Great Lakes as a sailor here in the Great Lakes how I started out in the 27, 28 range. I was, before I knew it, on a 37. Before I knew that, I was on a 41, and we're looking to even go up now. I mean, you're really, if you're a sailor out here, you're looking to expand. You're looking to get into a bigger boat. So a boat like this, is this one of pretty much the pride of the fleet?
Well, we introduced the boat in Miami about a year ago.
Okay.
And so this is really the first time that we're showcasing the 51 here.
Okay.
And I mean, like we were saying earlier, everything is a question of perspective. And of course, we manufacture boats from 34 feet all the way to 64 feet.
Sure.
And, I like to say that there's no such thing as a small boat or a big boat. It really just depends where you're coming from.
Right.
So come and visit the 51 and tell us what you think.
Well, I definitely want to do that and find out some more information about it. Eric, if you could help me out here, if I'm a Great Lakes sailor and I'm interested in a Jeanneau line, whether it's anywhere from the 34 to the 60, what's it, 60? 64. Where am I going to go online to find out more information about Larson Marine?
So you can go to larsonmarine.com, and the Jeanneau website is awesome. They have all the information you need, specs, pictures. A lot of times it's not only about selling yourself, it's selling the person that you live with or your family.
Sure.
So Jeanneau.com is a great place to go for that kind of information.
Outstanding. Eric, I really appreciate your time today, my man. Thanks so much. Nick, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Always a pleasure to see you. We'll see you around.
Absolutely. And you guys, make sure you go by larsonmarine.com or Jeanneau.com. Find out more information about a beautiful lineup of new boats that they have, especially this new 51.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you out on the water.